Survivors of human trafficking have so many legal issues after they've been trafficked, and we wanted to be an organization where we could support the survivor with whatever legal issues they might have.
Forced criminality is when a trafficker forces a survivor of human trafficking to commit a crime. It can be engaging in commercial sex, but it can also be petty theft or drug possession. We have served many trafficking survivors with numerous arrests in their criminal history. These criminal histories haunt them long past their trafficking exploitation.
So sometimes somebody who ends up becoming a survivor of trafficking comes here under the premise that there's a job, but through fraud and deception, they end up being trapped as a trafficked individual. Those who brought them here will then exploit them for their labor, and that's where survivors then end up finding out that they were in fact lied to, and they are now in the country illegally and being taken advantage of. Justice at Last is the only organization here in the Bay Area that provides comprehensive legal services for survivors of human trafficking.
Here at Justice at Last, we try to work with them in a twofold fashion, where we have client advocates who work as case managers, and then legally we would represent them in court and stand in place for them and advocate for their victims' rights as a victim of human trafficking as well.
There's no typical victim or survivor of human trafficking. Everyone's story and situation is a little bit different, and the challenges they're facing, along with their legal needs. But meeting them where they're at, really being able to serve them and see them for who they are, and not having any sort of preconceived expectation or goals for them. It's really important that everything is coming from the client, and our clients feel that we are a collaborative team and working together.
We're doing trainings with law firms throughout the state that increases capacity for survivors to get access to justice. We are in 15 counties throughout the Bay. We intentionally are meeting the clients where they're at so that there are less burdens for them to seek justice on their own terms.
To be able to assist people, or to hear someone say, working with you has made me feel like a person again, I think that's huge.
To be trauma-informed is to recognize the different types of trauma an individual may have experienced, and to recognize that trauma may be an ongoing experience for an individual even after they have left their trafficking situation. To be trauma-informed in a legal setting is our ability to recognize that there are inevitable traumatizing experiences, like the fact that our court system, in order to get access to some legal relief, requires a survivor to actually go into court and face their trafficker. This itself can be highly traumatizing and something that we have to go through because that's the legal system that we currently have.
One thing we really want to do is create a trusting relationship with our clients and really listen to their needs and meet them where they're at. I had a client recently who kind of expressed that they would feel more comfortable speaking in person about their legal matters and kind of putting a face to the voice on the other side of the phone. And also, I had noticed that when we were talking, there were other people in the background, so they weren't able to speak in a private and confidential location. Not only were we able to establish a better rapport by meeting together face to face, but they were also in a place that was private and away from the distractions and issues that were in their environment that would prevent us from having a confidential phone call.